All right, guys, welcome back to OctoClean Media. Today, we're going to talk to you about what cleaning chemicals and equipment you're going to need to start a cleaning business, or maybe you've already started and you just didn't get it right. All of the links are going to be in the description below. First, let's talk about what your restroom person is going to need. So this, as you can see, it's a simple restroom cart. Now, while it looks simple, it is very purposefully built. First, you're going to see I have a lobby broom and dustpan. So, of course, if I'm using a cart and this person's a standalone, they're going to be cleaning the entire restroom. So that includes sweeping, mopping, and all of that. You have a mop with a mop stick. Of course, this is fiberglass. We use that for a lot of different reasons, mostly because fiberglass you can actually clean and disinfect. So you're not going to be breeding. Where wood, you can't do that. It will breed infection. Okay? Mop bucket with wringer. Now we're going to get into the top of our tote. As you can see, we're going to start with PPE. So you got your gloves, your face shield, got to have those, right? And then you're going to notice that we keep totes on all of our carts. This is very intentional. This is so, let's say I have a smaller building and I don't need an entire cart, or I can't fit an entire cart. I can bring my tote. Let's say that I'm in a building that has a lot of different bathrooms. I don't want to walk back and forth. I don't want to waste that labor time. I am going to bring my tote with me when I'm cleaning my restrooms. We'll start first by the labeling. I have a clean side, and you'll notice we say dirty side on the other side. That's very simple. Our clean side is this stuff can never touch a toilet. Very basic. So what's that mean? I've got glass cleaner, a general purpose cleaner, a stainless steel polish. This is an oil-based stainless steel polish. A non-scratch 3M sponge. And again, never touches the toilet. This side are items that can touch the toilet. This is where my disinfectant lives. So 315 foaming acid disinfectant for the outsides of my urinals, sinks, whatever it might be that I want to disinfect. Works very good. A phosphoric acid bowl cleaner. And you'll notice that I have a toilet brush. We actually cut the top off of one of our spray bottles, and toilet brush fits perfectly into this. Now, what you'll also notice, to make it very easy for our staff, is we have designed these totes that actually tell them where to put everything. That way, when supervisors go into buildings, they can automatically be like, oh, your tote isn't set up right. Oh, I don't know how to set my tote up with. Well, make sure you just follow the labels on the bottom of the tote. Toilet brush, acid cleaner, disinfectant, glass cleaner, general purpose, stainless steel. So those are my cleaning chemicals and setup for this. Now, you'll also notice a couple different things. Microfiber. You always want to use microfiber. Why? It's a synthetic fiber. It will not breed bacteria. They're very easy to clean. They last a lot longer. And ours are color-coded. Green for surfaces. So if you're in a restroom, a surface could be the hand wash sink, walls, stalls, things like that. Blue for your mirrors, because you definitely don't want to mix chemicals. So glass, mirrors. And then yellow, toilets and urinals. It's yellow for a reason. You can use your imagination. Let's first touch on a feather duster. Not all of my totes I put a feather duster on, but if you ever look up and have the vent on top of your toilets, a lot of people can't reach it, so this is very handy for that. That way you don't have dust coming in and hitting someone when they're using the restroom. I keep small, medium, and large liners on my carts. The easiest way for me to differentiate between small, medium, and large is, again, stand them up. The taller they are, the bigger the bag. That way you're not, oh, that's the wrong size bag. So large, medium, small. Then if you notice, I have every type of different towel that I have. Whether it's roll towel, multifold towel, toilet paper, seat covers. All of that always sits on this shelf. And then on the bottom, I have my soaps and sanitizers. Why do I do it that way? I see a lot of people putting paper on the bottom. Well, imagine I have water in my mop bucket. I hit a little bump, and now all that water comes over and it wets everything on the bottom shelf. Now all my paper's ruined, and I'm either throwing it out or I'm trying to reuse it, whatever it is, it's not a good look. So that's exactly how I set up a restroom tote. The one last thing I want to show you, because I see this a lot in buildings, we will put door stops. This prevents people from using their cart or using a mop bucket or using a broom handle to hold the door open, which has a tendency to ruin the customer's surfaces, whether it be a door or even the door frames. We've had that issue too, where it'll pull the door frame off. So that being said, this is what you would need at a minimum to clean the restrooms. This is how you would want it set up for not only ease of use, but also to have it standardized. That being said, let's move on to our next set of equipment here. If you followed us for any type of time now, you know that we have a system that we use to clean. So this system here, this would be the person that's doing your trash and all your dusting. So that's whether it's a common space, an office, doesn't really matter, library. This is what that person would be using. Let's talk about what's on this. First thing you'll notice, this is a 44-gallon Brute trash can on wheels. That's so if I ever empty trash, it's not going to leak on the customer's carpet. It's also so I don't need to make 2 trips around a building. What chemicals am I going to need? You're going to have a glass and surface cleaner, and this is so your Formica, your fake wood, as you like to say, does not streak. This is the #1 chemical that we use on a nightly basis for those type of surfaces. Now you're going to use some sort of a general purpose cleaner. So really what that is I clean the surface with this. It didn't get it off. There's still handprints or there's still dirty smudges. I'm going to use this. Kind of an added booster, right? We also have our 315 disinfectant that we use in the restrooms. That's for kitchen sinks. That's for drinking fountains, where that also needs to be disinfected, right? They're drinking from it, they're cleaning in it, whatever it is. That's my disinfectant. So when we talk color coding here, you're looking at, we're not using the yellow because I'm not cleaning toilets. I'm using blue and I'm using green. I'm not putting a yellow onto this cart because then again, the risk of cross-contamination is very high. I clean a toilet, then I put it on here, and then oops, I clean your lunchroom table. So that being said, these are the 2 types of microfiber towels we're using. Got to have a feather duster, period. Can't clean without it. And another trick that we use, you've probably seen, we pull them back, put a little bit of electrical tape, and that's why you don't lose your feathers. I've had this feather duster for over a year, and anyone that buys these knows that they don't last even a month. That's the hack. Stainless steel polish. I'm going to have stainless steel, whether it be a kick plate on a door, whether it be a sink, drinking fountain, who knows what. A lot of now the fire extinguisher boxes are made out of stainless steel, so you're going to do a lot of stainless steel polish. Again, small, medium, and large liners. Another added booster that we use is a Mr. Clean eraser. That's for footprints on walls, especially if they're flat paint. Comes in very handy. PPE, as always. So we got our gloves here. You notice what I don't have. I don't have a door stop. I do not prop doors inside of buildings. The only doors that get propped are in restrooms. This is what you will need, and of course added to this is your yellow caddy bag. You need something to carry this. So all the links for these items will be in the description if you guys are worried. So this is what I would need. Very simple setup to make sure my building is always clean as far as my offices, common spaces, lunchrooms, kitchens, whatever it might be. And lastly is, how are you going to vacuum your floors? This is a protein backpack vacuum. So this is the fastest way not only to vacuum your carpet, but also your hard floor. So whether it be LVT, concrete, VCT, this is what that person's job is going to be. So if we're looking at this again and saying restrooms, offices, flooring. So these are the 3 equipment setups that you're going to need to clean a building. We're going to put all the links in the description. And again, thank you for watching, and like and subscribe.